consciousness and electromagnetic energy itself, of which the whole world is made up of. So very few people, 30–40% of the planet, who are really sitting with themselves, feeling, using meditation, using mindfulness, using these exercises. We're almost holding space for all of this to happen. And it is uncomfortable. But when everyone, the more you do it, the more everyone else will start doing it, the more you'll give other people the permission to do it. And when everyone does that, then it will dissipate, because the energy can dissipate. But until then, it will be a bit uncomfortable. But is it not worth it for the future, for our future kids, or for the future generations, for us to do the best we can do, be the most of us we can possibly be to help everything else? It hurts, it will hurt, it won't be an easy ride, but isn't that a service that we should feel like we have to do? And should we not feel like we have to be ourselves anyway, and feel ourselves and express ourselves? You know, this should be perfectly natural. So with that, again, I'm waffling. If anyone who's interested, we've got a positivity centre in Burnham. If anyone's interested, if you go on, what's the site, Cecile? www.positivitycentre.co.uk, and it's also on Facebook. We have meditation, we have mindfulness, we have ecstatic dance, we have sound therapy. We have all sorts of stuff to get. We have art expression. We're soon going to be doing like sober raves, where it's getting people. It starts off where people can just relax, and then you slowly just let everyone close their eyes, and then just start moving, and then you end up, you just dance, and in the end you don't care. You're high on just enjoying yourself. And then the more you do it, the more you start to invigorate that pattern within yourself. And the more other people start to see you being happier without the need of drink, without the need of drugs, without the need of all these outside influences, and you just enjoying being yourself and expressing yourself, the more they start to say, hey, that's working for him, I want to do it. And energetically you will influence them anyway, you can't not, because energetically you're connected with them. So it will inspire and invigorate other people. I've seen it in my own life. I made changes in my own life about 15 years ago. And slowly, people who used to think I was nuts, or Paul, you're a weirdo, Paul, you're into all this airy-fairy stuff, this hippie stuff, slowly I've seen massive changes of people around me. And then changes they've seen around people around them. You influence people. You really do change everything. As soon as you were born, you changed everything. That's how amazing and how intricate and important you are to everything. So if you do really want to be you as much as possible and lose the entanglement of what's been created in yourself, lose miseries in yourself, lose anxiety, if you want to get rid of all this nasty stuff and be yourself, be confident, be more inspirational, be more artistic, be more expressionate, be more everything great about being you as much as possible, then I suggest maybe come down to the Positivity Centre, or anywhere in fact that describes that way of life and that way of being yourself. Go and do it. Go and learn or actually unlearn. Go and remember who you are at soul essence, which is you and your state of being. Freedom of you being you. But it starts off, you need to first sit and just breathe and feel your own breath, feel your own spirit, feel your own consciousness. Give space to yourself and let yourself unfold the way you were born and designed to be. With that, I'm going to say take care. Thank you, Lauren, and this place is beautiful.
Oh, okay. Paul, can you tell me what therapies are available at the Positivity Centre?
What therapies we got at the Positivity Centre? We've got the hypnagogic light. It's a bit like when you're younger and you've got these kaleidoscopic things, but what it is you're lying down on a bed, and this light, it's like quick pulsing flashes. Its frequencies converted into sound and light. So you've got your eyes closed, the light goes through, hits your optic nerve and sends that signal to the brain. So it's like hypnotic, but it's absolutely beautiful, and you can put yourselves, there's many different frequencies, energetic frequencies, relaxation frequencies to help you feel more invigorated. If it's a quick lunch thing that you need to just feel more invigorated, it works. We've got testimonials. I've had various people, some people have used it and said that their old memories come up and then they faded away. And And then at the end of the session, they said they had a bad back and the bad back went. And the logical conclusion of is the memories that were brought up from the subconscious mind to the conscious mind released the energetic influences which they were feeling in their body. This is one of them, and it has many different effects. Some people feel a state of bliss. Some people feel a sense of high. Some people feel clarity. There's 50 different programs, and there's many more to be made. And alongside that, we have the liquid sound bed, which is it's like a massage table with a heated waterbed on top, and transducer speakers underneath, which gives out the same frequency through a vibration through the bed. This is good for fibromyalgia, it's good for post-traumatic stress, good for anxiety, good for pain relief. A friend of mine who's he's a bit of a busker in London, lives out in does a lot of stuff in London basically, a lot of squatting. He's in that sort of lifestyle where he's to do with music, and he lives out a lot. And he suffers with bad blood circulation due to being out in the cold. After 15 minutes of being on this bed, he even noticed that the blood circulation in his feet was a lot better. But this is great for everything. All life is frequency and electricity and vibration. Hence, it's the pre-medicinal thing that we need. It's these elements of life that we need to use. Myself, I do healing. It'll be different types of healing. Sometimes it uses sound to invigorate people. Sometimes I relax people. Sometimes you use different analogies to put people into a lucid state where you can then help them with the information they want you to give them to help remold the way they want to think, to empower them. You've got Cecile, she does Indian head massage. We're also going to have the Shirodhara treatment, which is an ancient Ayurvedic treatment where it's basically a line on the bed and you've got this thin stream of warm oil concentrating coming down the forehead. Very relaxing, very beautiful feeling and experience. We've also got what's the other one, Cecile? The far infrared dome. It's basically like a dome that goes over the body, and it helps. It penetrates into everything: bone, blood, marrow, cells, everything. It's a bit like the solar energy of the sun, and also the same energy you get when you're doing healing. And as I've said, healing is just electromagnetic energy. Nothing supernatural about it. It's just very natural, very, very natural. A lot of stimulus that stops us feeling that and using it. And this bed again works on depression, works on aches and pains, invigorates blood cells. It's great for absolutely everything. So we've got the liquid sound table, the hypnagogic light, Reiki, a lady who does theta healing, which changes mind concepts, oxygen, facial therapy, and oxygen therapy as well, which helps. I think Lauren's had this. It helps it gives you more concentration of oxygen. Where a lot of us, our stance, basically, where we're not being ourselves, where we don't walk properly, where we're all over the place, we walk with a bit of a swagger. We're thinking all the time. We're not being present. We're not standing properly. We're not holding ourselves properly. We're not eating properly. It's all a symbiotic relationship. Then the blood flow isn't the same. Our breathing isn't the same. We're not taking in as much breath, and the breath is the thing that brings through your life force. So therefore, when you're getting that oxygen therapy, it helps give you what you naturally should be doing anyway. Invigorating and bringing in more breath through proper stance, through proper. When you're relaxed, you're breathing. You breathe a whole lot more deeper. When you're all erratic, when your mind's erratic, you breathe shallow. You're more tense. Your heart's more tense. The chemicals in your body flow a lot more insidiously. So oxygen therapy is something we should be really doing ourselves, but it's there as an aid for people who have erratic lifestyles, corporate lifestyles, people who have to be bang on the ball, people who are, corporate lifestyles is one of the main things where you really have to follow what someone else is telling you. You've got to follow this pressure, you've got to follow this goal, you've got to follow this deal. So most of the time there's no time to be yourself. But there is a space where you can come and do that. The life machine helps you do that. The healing helps you do that. The dancing exercises, the Tai Chi, the meditation, the yoga, everything. All of these things are there to help you relax. Even if you've got a busy lifestyle, as long as you're I can't think of the word. As long as you're putting a bit of time aside to, there's another word that's gone out myself, to counteract it. That's enough, even if it's just 10 minutes a day.
Would you organise away days for companies at all?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm up for anything. We've got a team of people, we can do anything. It's basically just needing to know time and dates.
Yeah.
We can have things going on at the centre, we can go to places. I'd quite like to get some sort of bus which goes around to corporate places and takes this to them. Because I think it's important, because it's corporations that run the planet, to be quite honest, and so they need to be in a harmonious state. They need to feel more. Everyone needs to feel more. The more you feel everything, the more compassion you have. The more you feel and understand what's going on in the world, the more you're aware and concerned for what's happening. So corporations are behind most of things in lifestyle, most aspects of life. So that's a key one. A bit like education, I'd love to go more into schools, because these are the people that are going to be ruling the world in the future, and it's a key aspect that they need to have. This should be in schools. I mean, schools are concentrating primarily on academic stuff. That's like 10 or 20% of what we're about. Where is the concentration on feeling, on expression, on being yourself? All the massive things, the main things. There's so much pressure in school because no one's allowed to be themselves. I see it all the time with my daughters. So this is one of the main things we need to. Well, all of it's important, but corporate stuff, educational stuff. These are key parts of life that need addressing with this lifestyle and these practices. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Paul.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much, Paul. I just...
Thank you.
I'm in awe of Paul McDonald. I feel that you're just a very, very enlightened person. And I remember I met you just when I was on crutches coming out of the wheelchair. And I knew that we were going to be working together and we were going to be good friends, and we were just connected in some way. But what I'd like to say about the Positivity Centre, because a lot of what we've heard here is about what the therapies that happen. My experience of the Positivity Centre it's my retreat. It's basically home. I've never really felt at home in most places in my life, and yet when I go to the Positivity Centre, even if it's just to sit in the beautiful garden and look at some of the deer sometimes that come there, or just sit by a tree and have a good cry, I feel that I can be myself, completely be myself. And that's one of the reasons that I invited Paul here today, not just to tell you about the incredible therapies that are happening, but because you can just go there, you can go to the beautiful coffee shop and have one of the best, sorry Lauren, she's not here today, but one of the best hot chocolates, vegan, with organic oat milk in your life, and meet the most incredible people and basically form a tribe, form a family, like we're trying to do here in the front room. So I think that Paul deserves an amazing round of applause, and so does Cecile over there, because they've done it together, and they're a beautiful family. Because whenever Martin and I go there, we feel like we're in a family. We're always welcomed, we're always treated with respect. We even got a beautiful meal yesterday. We bought our own food. But basically, I think Paul, for what he spoke about today and the way he, presented it to you, I can't speak like that. And I hope that it got into your hearts and that you got it. So you know where to go. It's on Ashton Lane, Burnham. It's 3 minutes away from the High Street. And we hope that everyone's going. We're all going to join together. So what Hope Glory Productions is doing, helping you find peace in the world, starts with peace in the heart. with what Paul and Cicella are doing, with me and Martin are doing, with what Odelia's doing with the beautiful food and
Even this
gluten-free
place.
cakes.